0-2. Here we go. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 103. He rings up the radar gun. First ever complete game shutout for Tarik Skubal.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lightup Podcast. I'm your host, Will Leach. Today is Monday, May 26th, and this grandson of two World War II veterans, infantrymen Bill Leach and Dennis Dooley, and the son of Air Force Airman First Class Brian Leach, wishes you and yours a happy Memorial Day. I'm here today on holiday duty, telling you everything you need to know about baseball and doing my best to keep it under 10 minutes. I hope you are all enjoying the grilled meat this holiday weekend. Hey, you're gonna need to flip that burger. You're gonna burn it.
Another one for the mantle for Skubal. Did he just say I'm tired? He went from smile, I'm tired, to those eyes searing through.
Tarik Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball. We can all generally agree upon this, yes? He didn't just win the Cy Young last year, he won the pitching triple crown, leading the AL in wins, strikeouts, and ERA. He came into Sunday leading baseball in whips and strikeouts per 9 innings, as well as Ks per 9. But he actually had a rough go of it over the last week or so, giving up 8 runs in over 12 innings in his last 2 starts, and his team had lost the first 3 games of its series against the Guardians, team that knocked them and Skubal out of last year's ALDS. So how did Skubal respond? Well, he probably threw the best game of his career in, I don't know, maybe one of the best games ever? Skubal was transcendently brilliant on Sunday, throwing a complete game 2-hit shutout in a 5-0 win over the Guardians. But that doesn't get to the half of it. Skubal had a perfect game through 5 and didn't walk a batter in the first complete game of his career, but here is the really cool part. He threw just 95 pitches, which means he threw a Maddox, the stat that tallies complete game shutouts on fewer than 100 pitches, and he struck out 13 batters, his career high. And it's not just that. The 13th strikeouts is the most ever in a Maddox. That, friends, is history.
That's pretty special. I mean, these fans are incredible. When you run back out there for the ninth, the emotions that kind of run through me. I'm an emotional player, and you take a second and you appreciate it for sure.
The win salvaged the 4th game of the series for the Tigers, keeping them comfortably atop the AL Central and holding the best record in the American League. But honestly, all anyone could talk about is Skubal. I don't know. That's about as well as you can pitch a game.
It is hard to top what he did, and what an incredible performance when a team needed it the most. You know, the quick turnaround to the 11:35 game. We obviously haven't played well. We're in division. Just an incredible performance by an incredible pitcher.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we've got some more Mets-Dodgers games coming our way this October? After last year's NLCS, in which the Dodgers dispatched the Mets en route to their 8th World Series title, their series in Citi Field this weekend had all sorts of extra oomph. And the intensity that comes from two teams who know their story is one that's still being told. The Dodgers won a wild 13-inning affair on Friday, and Juan Soto had his big don't you dare call me overpaid game on Saturday, leading to Sunday night's rubber game. If you wanted to see the Stars do their thing, well, you didn't have to wait long. The top of the first, Shohei Ohtani did this.
And that ball is smoked. He has now given up 2 home runs as he goes upper deck.
And then, in the bottom of the first, it was Pete Alonso's turn.
He swings, drives one to left field, and the polar bear has put the Mets back on top.
And then, that was pretty much it. Soto had an RBI ground out in the 3rd, and that was all the runs there was going to be in the Mets' 3-1 victory. I think I want to see these teams play every week, and good news for me, they actually will play again a 4-game set at Dodger Stadium in just 7 days. But I don't think I can wait that long. After the break, the Astros, man, they just keep hanging around.
0-2.
Hit to left field.
Anybody else get the feeling that the rest of the AL West, much like last year, is going to regret not burying the Astros when they had the chance? The Astros, who are missing Yordan Alvarez and a whole bunch of starting pitchers, wouldn't let the first place Mariners pull away this weekend, winning 5-3 on Sunday on a Christian Walker walk-off two-run homer. The Astros won 3 out of 4 from the M's and are now just a game and a half out of first place. Sure looks like Nolan Arenado is happy to be in St. Louis still. Future Hall of Famer made a magical play in the 9th inning Sunday, flying into the stands and smashing up his back pretty good, helping the Cardinals finish off a sweep of the Diamondbacks 4-3, a sweep in which the Cardinals won every game by just 1 run. The Cardinals have the best record in the National League since May 4th and have climbed within 2 games of the Cubs in the NL Central. That was almost 1 game, but the Cubs overcame an 8-3 deficit to score 8 unanswered runs to complete a series win over the Reds. Did you realize that Pete Crow Armstrong is on pace for a 40-40 season? It's true. Remember, when I, Will Leach, am hosting the Morning Lineup podcast, every game gets a mention, whether it deserves it or not. Thus, let us enter the glorious vortex that is the whip around. A couple of streaks got themselves snapped at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento on Sunday. Phillies' 9-game win streak and the A's' 11-game losing streak. Jacob Wilson went 3 for 4 with a homer. He's actually hitting .350 right now, by the way, as the A's at last beat the Phillies by 4. Ronald Acuna Jr. did not homer on Sunday, so he will not, alas, homer in every game he plays this year. Gavin Sheets did homer, his 4th in 4 games, as the Padres beat the Braves 5-3, winning that series. The Braves had finally fought themselves all the way back to a game over 500 after their 0-6 start last week, but now they've lost 5 of 6 since, and they're 2 under again. Every game of the Royals-Twins series this weekend was tied going into the 9th inning, but on Sunday, the Royals finally won one, edging the Twins 2-1. That division's super good. It's the only division in baseball with 4 teams, 4 games over 500 or better. It would have actually been pretty funny if the Rockies' first series win of the season would have come against the Yankees of all teams, and that would have happened had the Rockies won Sunday. But they didn't. Backup catcher J.C. Escarra had 3 hits, and lesser talents Aaron Judge and Paul Goldschmidt had 2, as the Yanks braved a super long rain delay to beat the Rockies 5-3. The Rangers were this close to getting swept by the White Sox until an Adolis Garcia double completed a 9th inning comeback to escape with a 5-4 win, snapping a 6-game losing streak. The White Sox still have swept exactly 1 series in the last calendar year. Sorry, Pope.
Drive to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. There's a cruise missile.
That was the Pirates' O'Neal Cruz launching a home run all the way the heck out of PNC Park. A blast that was 122.9 mile per hour off the bat, the hardest hit ball of the pitch tracking era. That ball was hit so hard it should count for 2 runs. Alas, it didn't. It only counted as 1, and the Pirates lost by 1, 6-5 to the Brewers. The Rays won their 5th in a row, waylaying the Blue Jays behind 7 shutout innings from Ryan Pepio. Tampa Bay is now back at 500 for the first time since April 27th. The Orioles have a winning streak. Dean Kramer threw 5 1/3 scoreless innings, and Ryan O'Hearn went 3 for 3 with a homer as the Orioles beat the Red Sox 5-1 for their 2nd win in a row. But these are the 2025 Orioles. There could be no good news unless there's some bad. Adley Rutschman took a foul ball off his mask in the 5th inning and had to leave the game. Sheesh, Orioles. Robbie Ray, the fella who won the Cy Young back in 2021 before injuries waylaid him, is now 7-0 after tossing his 6th consecutive quality start in the Giants' 3-2 win. You'll never believe this, but the Angels were very briefly at 500 over the weekend. Really exciting! And then they lost their next 2, including a 3-0 loss to the Marlins on Sunday. So, never mind. And that's all for today's Morning Lineup podcast. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to give us a rating or review and tell everyone you know about this podcast. Anthony Castrovents will be with you tomorrow. I will be back with you on Friday morning. Good luck with the rest of that grilling. Hey, save some of that meat for me. All right, that sounded kind of weird. Sorry.